Alright, what do we got over here? Aloy is incredibly wise to the ways of the old world and corporate spiel and bullshit, despite never ever ever experiencing it before. Why are you giving me so many healies? What are you about to throw at me? Ted Furrow himself in some kind of disgusting roboticized skeleton? Don't really want to be dealing with that, thank you. Why is his office all the way out here, just embedded on the side of a goddamn mountain? What is going on? Teddy, my friend, did you really have to do all of this? It's just so conveniently right by the one place where the savior of the world happened to be born as well, huh? Well, I guess that was sort of the point of Elizabeth's plan and everything, but still. Thank fuck she just happened to remain exactly right next to Ted Farrow's office. I just wonder how other parts of the world are faring. I wonder if Horizon's ever going to tackle that. Or if we're just forever going to be following Aloy's story and the franchise will end there, because it's such an interesting world. I just wonder how many different mysteries you can create within it. It's sort of limitless possibilities right now. And I am a big, big fucking fan. I'm a big fucking fan. A fan of fucking. Bigly. Ah! Should I drop down there? I feel like that's exactly where we just were, though, but you can never really tell in this place. It's so annoying. All hands on deck from Gordon Nakata. There is no Asian man who has ever lived who has also been called Gordon. What a disappointing name for an Asian. Anyway, let me try that again. From Gordon Nakata to Gina Zierman. Gina, ever hear of the Melville Island Fruit Association? Neither had I until they filed suit against us this morning. Apparently there's a little island paradise off the coast of Australia. Population 2,700, all of whom hate us now. Now that a Stray Hearts Timor unit is chowing down on their largest mango orchard. Why? Why would a robot ever feel the need to devour mango? Like, even the machines we see these days don't seem to bother with that shit. They seem to just drink blaze as much as possible, or at least harvest blaze and haul it back home. That brings the official count of Hard Timor-related lawsuits to 127. Most of them from private companies, but also a bunch from individuals, nation-states, and NGOs. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. National government organizations? That sounds kind of right. I might be a genius. Hey, Siri. My co-host is sleeping. Hey, Siri. Hey, Siri. Define NGO.
NGO means a non-profit organization.
It's just a non-profit organization that operates independently of any government. Okay. Oh, maybe it means non-governmental organization. Ah, that would also make sense. And that's not even counting the mother of all liability claims from Hearts itself. Call every external firm we've ever used, then call their competitors. We're going to need every corporate defense lawyer we can find who's still half sober and on the bar. Gordon Nakata, Associate General Counsel. Fast. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here, and I'm glad it's finally filling that hole, because that hole was going to annoy the ever-loving fuck out of me and my OCD, which I definitely have, probably maybe a bit. Can I do a backwards jump, Assassin's Creed style? No, that just sort of knocks me down. How very sad. Oh well, fine, we'll do it the boring way. The boring way just so happens to also be the only way that's not going to break my neck. But still, it's definitely the boring way. What do we got out here? A box! How exciting! But there was also another floor to this, wasn't there? Fucking hell, that nearly killed me. Game, why do you do this? There's gotta be, like, another little text file hanging out up here, or why would this exist? The game's still telling me to go back down, so this does not lead to Big Boy Teddy. In fact, I can't even see where else I would jump now. Yes, I can. What am I talking about? It's right fucking here. Huh? It's just taking me all the way to the top. So what, there are just multiple different ways I could have climbed? But the other way seemed a lot more interesting. I don't really know what I want to do. But then again, there is information right here. Oh, we're exactly where we need to be. Oh boy. What's this? Banda C incident. From Stacy Anders, doesn't matter, they're all not corrupt. That's why we can read them. Stacy Anders to Robert Restia, Dolphin Vid. Bob, another problem to add to our big steaming pile. Apparently a fisherman in the Banda Sea captured video of a Hearts team or Horus unit refueling via biomatter conversion along the shoreline of Pulau Veta, whatever the fuck that means, or wherever the fuck that is, on a pod of endangered dolphins, no less. Quite possibly the last of their kind. Not to be graphic, but it looks like what happens inside a blender. As if the robot was whipping up a big pink swirling milkshake of dolphin chum. Our suppression why would they talk like this? Why would a big-ass corporate entity ever speak like this? It's really throwing me out of the situation. I want to see disgusting, slimy corporate chatter like we saw in the last one. And even that had like a little bit of an edgy fucking big funny vibe on it, but that's a little too much for any corporate entity to ever fucking say. She is the vice president. Why would she ever say that? Our suppression team has scrubbed it from 43 networks, but it's still propagating. So it's only a matter of time before it goes viral. A prepared statement feels grossly insufficient. Any suggestions? This one's a real stinker. Stacey Anders, vice president and PR, public relations, that's what that means. Good job, allergy brain. Fucking hell, am I that stupid? Fast. Alright, let's get the fuck out. I do want to check out what's down here, though. Because I feel like we missed out on quite a bit by not going the other way. I now have 10 fast travel packs that I'm just never going to use as well. Oh, fuck it, I'm sure it'll be fine. If I need to come back here, then I will. The only thing that we could possibly be finding is, like, audio and text logs, though, so I'm sure it'll be alright.
All it takes is a few good handholds.
Which conveniently are all here, as yellow as fucking anything else.
Made it. I know what we'll find.
Nothing. Because all I can do is head back down. Isn't this just where I came from, or am I incredibly stupid? No, I am incredibly stupid. Never mind. What the ever-loving fuck is this?
Do you wish to deploy item privileges to recover purge data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
Of course. Why would you even give anyone that option? It's clearly a reason it got scrubbed. Scan the data point. Okay. Secure 3 zettabyte storage rack. 6% power remaining. Holy fuck, it's lucky we got here in time. It must have lasted 500 years of somehow still being on. I don't like that.
Elizabeth,
Record, the 31st of October 2064.
It's been years.
So Elizabeth would have been 44 at that point.
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
Alright, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You've screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
You're killing robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And we'll take that lunch. Alone.
You're my dad, aren't you?
Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another barrel has been recovered.
Alright, I mean, let's see what we got. But I'm pretty fucking sure that's my mom and fucking dad. Oh dear.
Isn't a glitch.
And they decided to make us the chosen one to somehow fix it down the line? I have no idea.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean?
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
Holy fuck. This is getting so intense. I'm really enjoying this all of a fucking sudden. Story showed up out of fucking nowhere.
Be here. A final file has been recovered.
Project Zero.
Final file, huh?
Jesus,
Oh,
Liz,
they said the name!
there has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix
What,
your
just
mess,
lock us
I
all
would've
away in a
proposed
vault?
it.
But this? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice,
Could not
Ted.
in good conscience
I
doom
know.
the entire goddamn
I'm speaking
universe,
to you from
but,
VTOL
you know...
en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten
Can you maybe fucking tell me? That's like the one thing that you didn't get on camera? I kinda need this.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
He still believes.
What made her solution so
What
terrible?
a silly, silly
What
boy.
did she do to stop the robots?
I mean, we've seen the giant fucking vaults, haven't we? Why did it just assume that I was exec this entire time? Why was I even allowed to see all that shit? Could any fucking dude with a focus have seen that shit?
Still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish.
Oh, Aloy, you suck.
Do you really?
Yeah, I was right. It is him. It even looks just like him.
Discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So,
I love me some Lance
you have a
Reddick.
face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the older ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that feral robots destroyed this
He's
civilization.
clearly not an old
but I
one
could never
himself.
confront it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime. And what you want to know is my name.
Exactly, yes. So,
Silence.
go ahead.
That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
I see your
All right,
point.
silence. You've made your point. I came to these ruins hoping to learn
We don't
more
need a
about this
completely pathetic
Aloy.
Aloy here. This is stupid.
And I have, but I still don't understand my connection to her. Or why the Eclipse is trying to kill me. Or who Hades is. No answers, just one question after another.
Exactly. Which is why it's time to expand your frame of inquiry. Only then will you see just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Subek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that feral robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
I fucking love silence so much.
Not so fast,
Alright,
Silence.
I got some more
You have
questions.
some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
Can we hang out? Do you have like an organization, or is it literally just you? Dude, he is not gonna know any of this. He literally just said that you just uncovered more information about any of it than he had done in his entire lifetime. Now, I don't know if that was hyperbole or what, but I highly doubt he's gonna know shit about Hades, Elizabeth Sodek still being alive, or whatever the fuck. He might know his intentions for our robots attracted my focus, but still.
You said
Tell me about
for
Pharaoh.
some time that Pharaoh war machines destroyed the civilization of the Old Ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now...
It was a little bit obvious
I never
anyway,
knew the
wasn't
full
it?
scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of? Now, if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything.
Actually, he saved your life like 400 times, and he's been doing this his whole life, you idiot.
So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well.
As if you have any kind of authority in this matter. Why is he taking this? You're being awful, Aloy. All he has done is help you. This entire fucking time. You have needed him to do this. This isn't... You want to know this information just as much as he does, if not more. It is your entire life, your entire purpose. What the fuck's wrong with you? I hate Aloy. I straight up just think she's so unlikable. And that's fine. It is fine to have an incredibly unlikable character as the protagonist. In fact, I think that can work very, very well if done right, but not when everyone around her just worships her as if the fucking sun shines out of her goddamn rectal passages. Like, it doesn't make any sense. You can have an unlikable character as long as that they are seen as unlikable in the world as well. Otherwise, it just comes off as clunky, disjointed writing. You know, the only people who don't like her are the enemies in the game. The straight up enemies. And I guess some people that have like some shades of grey and everything, but still, mostly just the enemies of the game are the only ones who we have ever come across who don't like her, other than reasons that, oh, you're a Nora, I'm a bit suspicious. If she's this much of an awful person, and that's not me playing her as the aggressive Aloy option. That is the game just doing what it does and just assuming that we're supposed to root for Aloy in that. Even though she says stupid shit, childish, babyish bullshit all the time that is just constantly just wanting her own way, no matter what, and thinking she's above everyone, above people who've been working their entire lives to this. That doesn't compare to like 5 minutes of your life, Aloy. Like, I don't like her. Don't like her at all. I hope they make her better in Horizon 2, but I'm worried they'll be like, well, our character's already established, we can't make her any more likable now, this is what people want. And hell, maybe it is what people want. Maybe I'm the only asshole here, but who knows? Who knows? Who the fuck is Hades? Actually, your intentions.
And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal.
I mean, to be fair, this time she's right.
Tried behind a long time ago.
What were you?
Of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I'm nothing.
Did you used to be Shadow Carja? Because it feels like you've been gone way before the Shadow Carja even existed. As far as I can tell, they only showed up when Jiran was killed. Or maybe they've been around a lot longer and... Well, no, because they all have Jiran's ideals, so it only makes sense that it happened after he was killed. Fuck me, this is... Is he the tribe that uses cybernetics? I can't remember what that is. I think it's Banuk. But then I also really don't think it's Banuk. They all have their defining qualities, and Banuk's is that they're the mountain men who like to piss. I keep thinking of the other lesser-known tribes. It's not the cannibal tribe, because he's not smothered in tattoos or anything, and I did not remember the cannibal lady being full of metal or anything. So the only other one it could be is the peaceful farmer people, the Utaru, whatever the fuck it was. But I think they were just generic people who like yellow face paint. That was pretty much their only defining quality. That the one Utaru lady we saw was not full of metal, so I can't remember what tribe that is. Maybe it's one we haven't encountered yet. But who the fuck is Hades?
As I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know.
You really think it's a person? You've spoken to many machines who sound like that at this point.
Devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades. It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that
Hey, he's very sensitive about his voice. Leave him alone.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect feral robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed.
But
maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself.
Ah, interesting. So they went within their little fucking vaults and they just nuked the fuck out of the world? Because they clearly stopped them in some way. Because for one, humans are still alive and they are outside of the vault. Two, there is wildlife. There is plant life. Shit survived because they... What did they say? It was like, the world will be drained dry within 15 months, she said, or something. Like, all biomass will just be completely cucked. That didn't happen. There are still trees. There are still a lot of fucking trees. Even these buildings are intact. It's not like they just dropped a big-ass nuke. I'm really intrigued. But one thing that I find interesting is there is kind of a hard limit here. Unless the game just wants to be stupid. If an advanced version of our society, in 2064 or whatever, they have the capabilities of making massive robot armies. You gotta imagine they have incredible amounts of military firepower as well. Incredible amounts of weapons that don't necessarily need to be fired by robots of any kind. Like, if an army of insanely overpowered, overly advanced, not overly advanced, highly advanced future soldiers, or just a civilization in general that is that advanced, could not defeat the robot threat. And what makes you think that a few tribal idiots with pointy sticks, with a cool leader like Aloy, are gonna be able to do that on their own? Like, if I was able to run in and go to all the cauldrons and just corrupt from the fucking source, why couldn't they do that? Was that not invented back then? Is that a tribal invention? I doubt it. I guess maybe that came from Hades. Maybe Hades is just forever bettering himself, and bettering his followers by extension, and we just use some of his technology? I don't know. Is anything remotely smart coming out of my mouth right now? Because my brain's so goddamn hazy. I don't know if any of this even makes sense, but it sounds smart to me. So, we'll go with it. Tracking my focus.
Spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice, that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together.
Oh, so it's just
make them talk to each other,
how tiny iPhones got in the future.
Distances.
I see.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
I love his voice so much. He's got one of the coolest voices the world has ever fucking seen. I love me some Lance Reddick. Elizabeth Sobeck, still alive.
Any chance that Elizabeth Sobeck could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation.
It'd be immensely fucking cool if she did. I'm done with you. I don't want to say I'm done with you. I just want to be like, okay, where do we go from here? New buddy? Why do I have to be such an arsehole? He answered our questions with quite a lot of tact by the end of it. Like, he was a nice guy. He's been a lone wanderer for like the last 40 fucking years or something. It's a little bit understandable that he's not quite into... Let me try that again. He doesn't exactly have the best social skills in the entire world, right? Like, I'm
Elizabeth
done with
told
you,
Ted
I
Farrow
guess.
she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Asaram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the Eastern Mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and you're...
I think I may have already seen that, actually. He was a nice guy. What are you talking about? Maybe think about your own fucking manners, you entitled bitch. I hate Aloy. What the fuck is going on? Ammo crafter, right, there we go. Now I need to be a lot less fucking worried about
U.S. Robot Command next.
Right? I fucking hope so, anyway. Where the hell am I going? Go to the Grave Horde. Which is hanging out. No, take me to the fucking... No, go away. Floor down. Just give me the actual map, please. Why can't I just fucking fast travel out of here? Like I do literally everybody else. Everywhere else, I mean. Why does this place have to be so goddamn special? I'm full on blast traps. What a shame. What a shame. Fine, let's get the fuck out of here, shall we? Just how much easier is going down gonna be? Oh, okay, fair enough. Wait. Why didn't we do the drop for as long? Sliding down is so much less cool than fucking falling all the goddamn way. I would have definitely accepted like a 90% chance of breaking my spine just to look a little bit more badass on the way down. I don't think anyone can blame me. Alright, let's do it.
Gray light lifting.
I really enjoyed that. I think that was genuinely my favorite part of the game so far. That was just truly goddamn badass. And if the game, if the main quest from now on is going to be more like that, then I am 100% down for it. I just hope we can get the other tribes involved. Because learning about the old world and seeing inter-tribe dynamics is my favorite part about this fucking game and its fucking story. So more of that is definitely welcome. Just pour it directly into my lovely, lovely, welcoming mouth. And where the fuck am I going? Oh, all the way over here. Into borderline Banuk lands. But I thought this was the Frozen Wilds. I thought you... It is the Frozen Wilds. So what, you could always access the Frozen Wilds? Just not do anything in them? That doesn't seem right. Maybe there's just like a cutoff point somewhere around here that is now open because DLC. Yeah, I guess that's fine. One thing I do want to do, though, before we do anything else, I would love to find those memory chips, or what? Not memory chips, power cells. I don't know where the fuck I got memory chips from, in the Nora area. Because it has been fucking forever, and I desperately want to make my way into... If I can even find the quest, do you even still exist? The Ancient Armory. There we go. We need 3 more power cells, and I don't think the game has given us any kind of inclination as to where the fuck that could be. But, I can't even speak English, man. I'm gonna figure it out. I think it can only be in areas like this, but I could be very wrong. But it's been forever since we've been in Noraland anyway, right? We might as well check it out. What the fuck are you? Apparently I've never even been that far. Is that a symbol that I used to know? Because I definitely don't know it anymore. I'll see you guys when we get there. Assuming that it is anything interesting. If not, I'll see you guys somewhere else. Ah, what an exciting cliffhanger.
To think he built all this alone.
Oh no!
So many memories.
I'm back in Rost's place!
Not without Rost. There's nothing for me here anymore.
Oh, This isn't where I wanted to go. I didn't even realize that this is where I was going, but... might as well take out all my frustrations. You know how most people leave, like, a dead family member's room exactly how they fucking left it before they died? I just like to trash absolutely everything to remove all fucking frustrations. I'm so sorry, Rust. But part of me doesn't even think you're dead for some reason. Your death had such little impact, or you just felt so one and done. He's barely been mentioned since. It's really insane. There were just some moments where I was like, I lost someone too. I'm sadder than you, so you can no longer be sad anymore moments. That was a thing. But ever since, just... she hasn't really mentioned Rost's name. She's only done it here because I decided to return. But... okay. Sure. It could just be an example of just they didn't really know what to do with his character or anything. It seems like the story just seems to get better and better and better and better and better as it goes anyway, so who the fuck knows, right? What is this?
I lost.
Oh, no way!
Don't want him listening in.
I can't believe I didn't do this before. Can I come and just inform him of everything I do in the story?
I can't believe it's taken me so long to visit you. When you said goodbye...
It's my fault. I didn't even know it was here. No one told me it was here.
I'd find you. Track you down. Well, looks like you did it after all. Went somewhere I can't follow. I should have known you'd be watching.
Was this his plan all along?
At the proving. Looking out for me. There for me when no one else was. Like always.
We've got new Dad now. We've got Brain Dad.
Thank you, Rost.
We've got Focus Dad.
I won't waste what you've given me. I promise. I'll make you proud. Elizabeth Sobek, she...
Aww.
couldn't have been my mother. She was an old one. She lived...
It's just... he's never even heard that name before. Where did this come from?
There is a connection. The hatch. It thought I was her. It's really strange. Somehow...
She doesn't even look anything like you. That's the thing.
Stopped war machines from destroying the world. She couldn't...
She's ginger. That's the only similarity.
That was
she just the last ginger remaining in the year 2063? Did they die out?
Survived.
Were they the first targets of the robots? Can't say I blame them. I'm kidding. Gingers are fucking cool. Go on, I guess.
Elizabeth stopped the machine.
Excuse me.
If I can find the weapon she built and use it, the Eclipse won't stand a chance. Speaking of the Eclipse, I think I had a run-in with Hades. I picked up a focus, and it was like a cloud or dark swarm of something. And its voice. It was terrible. I don't know what Hades is or what it wants, but it's evil. No other way to describe it.
I mean, I'm gonna go on until there's nothing left. I feel really bad for not visiting Rust until now. I thought that was a unique map marker. I've never seen anything like that before.
I know where
God, I
go
suck.
Next. The Grave Horde. Sounds great, huh? Elizabeth went there to
This is like the best insight into Aloy as a character as well, and I just missed all of it.
tribe, I guess you could say. Maybe
Just
the
as the
weapon
one person she's not awful to.
she can find it there. The killers from the Proving.
Any more?
They aren't gonna hurt anyone anymore. I tracked them to Devil's Grief. There was a battle, and we won. Varl, he made an impression. Has some other issues, but I like him. Well, from
Who the fuck's
grave to
Varl?
grave horde.
Oh, yeah, the war chief's
There I
son.
I'll try to come back before long.
Did you just make a joke about your fucking stepfather's grave? Grave to grave horde. Giggle. Fuck you, Aloy. You've ruined all of that quite touching scene. The only touching scene you've really been a part of the entire fucking time, and you've scuppered it immediately. How dare you. Alright, well, there's quite a lot I need to do around here anyway. There's a lot of areas we haven't been in Noraland, and I'm just going to assume that that is where the power cells happen to be hanging out. Yeah, we know, Aloy, you literally just said all this, as sweet as it is. Alright, I'll see you guys real soon, because I'm going for a metal flower. Oh boy.
For me here.